Have you ever felt that kind of invisible pull, that subtle pressure maybe to be someone you're not?
Oh, definitely. In work, relationships.
Yeah.
Right.
Or even just like how you show up in the world. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a story that really unpacks that exact feeling.
Sounds good.
So our mission here is to pull out the key insights, the really important bits from excerpts of One Golden Summer.
Okay.
It follows Alice Everly. She's a freelance photographer. She goes on a summer trip with her grandmother, and it just spirals into this really profound journey. Self-discovery, unexpected connections, the whole thing.
Ah, so it's not just a novel, it's sort of a case study.
Exactly. A case study in how stepping, just a little outside your comfort zone can fundamentally change things.
Right, how life can shift.
And here's what grabs you. Alice's summer, it starts simple enough. She's just going to look after her nan, her grandmother, who's had a hip replacement. They're at this old family cottage.
Okay, sounds pretty straightforward.
But it becomes anything but. It is chaotic, it's funny, deeply personal. It really proves that sometimes those quiet moments, those breaks, they lead to the biggest, the loudest revelations.
Interesting. The quiet breaks leading to loud revelations. I like that.
So let's start by looking at Alice before this trip. Who she is when we first meet her.
Okay.
She's successful, a freelance photographer, doing well, but we pretty quickly see that success. It's costing her something, her artistic integrity.
Right. That's a classic tension, isn't it? Especially for creatives. And you see it really clearly with that Swish magazine swimwear shoot.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, the brief, it specifically asks for something refreshingly real, use regular people. Sounds good.
Sounds like something Alice would want to do.
Exactly. But then the pressure comes from the editor to digitally alter the photos using these euphemisms like suggest cellulite or just...
Clean it all up.
Yeah, clean it all up. And what's really crucial is Alice's internal reaction. On the outside, she's playing the game. She's the picture of polished professionalism.
Right.
But inside, she says she's crumbling. That feeling, that gut feeling is such a vital sign, isn't it, when success feels wrong?
That internal crumbling, yeah. And it's not just that one shoot, is it? It pops up again with that In Her Camera exhibition.
Oh, yeah, the portrait of Anya, the CEO.
Right. People praise it, call it stunning, haunting. Her old instructor loves it. But Alice...
She hates it, or strongly dislikes it anyway.
Why? What's her issue with it?
She feels it shows weakness, not the resilience she saw in Anya. And more importantly, she feels it's a time she didn't fight hard enough for her own view, her own artistic judgment.
So it represents a compromise she regrets.
Precisely. It signals this deeper discomfort she has, not just with that photo, but maybe with her whole identity as a photographer at that point. She feels stuck.
Stuck, yeah. So she arrives at this lake cottage carrying way more than just suitcases, doesn't she?
Oh, absolutely. She's got this heavy burden of creative dissatisfaction, this real longing for something more authentic.
Okay, so let's talk about the setting. This cottage in Barry's Bay, it's not just a random place.
No, not at all. It's steeped in her personal history. It's a total memory capsule, like you said.
What happened there before?
It's where she spent this really key summer when she was 17. It's where her nan gave her her first proper camera.
Oh, okay.
And it's where she took this photograph, the one that kind of defined things for her back then, called One Golden Summer. It showed 3 teenagers in a yellow speedboat.
Wow. So returning there must bring up a lot.
Definitely. Going back to a childhood place, it often creates this, psychologists might call it a liminal space, a place where you can kind of reevaluate who you were and who you are now.
Makes sense. And her nan, despite the hip surgery, she becomes this kind of unexpected guide, doesn't she?
Totally unexpected. Nan just tells her, basically, let your hair down, do something stupid, do something selfish.
Which must have been quite a shock for Alice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Alice has always been the good girl, right? Always responsible, always thinking of others. This is Nan giving her permission to not be that for a bit.
That's a real aha moment.
It really is. And it shows how sometimes, a little nudge from someone you trust can unlock something inside, especially if you're used to putting yourself last.
And this leads to the bucket list.
Yes. The 17 again bucket list. It's quite funny, actually.
What's on it?
Oh, things like jump off the rock, wear a skimpy bathing suit, make bad art.
Make bad art. I like that one.
Me too. And even, hilariously, low-key drugs with question marks.
Ah. Okay, so it starts as a bit of a joke for herself.
Yeah, just this private little list, but it actually becomes this sort of roadmap for her summer, a way to try and reclaim some of that lost, maybe more uninhibited part of herself.
Interesting. And then there's Charlie Florek, the caretaker.
Ah, Charlie, yes.
He makes quite an entrance, doesn't he? Not exactly subtle.
Not at all. Booming voice, constantly teasing her, calls her city girl, red, trouble. He seems initially just annoying.
A bit much.
Yeah. But then he does things. Like, he leaves her this detailed list of all the cottage prep he's done, thoughtful stuff, and he even leaves a container of homemade pierogi in the freezer.
Pierogi. Okay, that's unexpected.
Right. These little things, they hint right away that there's maybe more to Charlie than just the loud joker persona. Layers.
Layers, okay. So Alice is starting to settle in. She's got this bucket list. She's dealing with Charlie. What's the big turning point, the moment something really clicks about him?
It's a huge aha moment, actually. Quite amazing. She realizes who Charlie is.
Which is?
He's the older brother from her photograph, the one golden summer photo.
No way. The boy in the speedboat?
Well, not in the boat in her photo, but the older brother of the kids who were. The guy she apparently wove elaborate fantasies about when she was 17 and he was 19 that summer.
Wow. That's quite a connection to the past.
Isn't it? And get this, he'd actually seen a print of her photo somewhere hanging in a bank boardroom years later.
Seriously?
Yeah. And he'd tried to find the artist, tried to buy a print, having no idea it was Alice, the city girl, staying next door now.
That's incredible. Past and present just colliding.
Totally potent, like you said. And it also starts to reveal more about Charlie's own story.
Right, because there are layers. We find out about his dad.
Yeah, he lost his father when he was only 14. And that seems to be partly why he adopted this sort of joker personality as a coping mechanism.
That makes sense. And there's more, isn't there? Something he keeps hidden.
Yes, his health. He has underlying congenital heart conditions, aortic valve stenosis and coarctation. He keeps it a secret, even from Alice at first.
Wow. Okay, so that adds a whole different dimension to him.
Absolutely. And it makes his whole philosophy, he says things like, every year we get is precious. It makes that land differently, doesn't it? Knowing what he's dealing with privately.
It really does. So even though he's teasing her, calling her trouble.
You see, he genuinely cares. He's looking out for her Nan, obviously, but he's also really present for Alice herself. He sees her.
And he actually helps her with the bucket list, doesn't he?
He does. Sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. He kind of pushes her to do the jet ski ride. He encourages her about jumping off the cliff.
So these aren't just, like, fun summer activities.
No, they're more than that for Alice. They're moments of her choosing to be vulnerable, to step outside that good girl box. They're acts of growth, allowing her to genuinely let loose and maybe find more of her authentic self.
Right. Okay, so as this connection between Alice and Charlie gets stronger, things get, well, complicated.
Definitely more complex. I mean, the chemistry is undeniable. They laugh together easily. There's this comfort level Alice doesn't seem to have often.
And Nan sees it, right?
Oh, Nancy's everything. She's sharp. She points out how Alice does that big, beautiful laugh when she's with Charlie. Calls them peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots, okay.
Yeah. And then she actually catches them kissing on the raft out on the lake.
Oh, wow. Busted by Nan.
Pretty much. And Nan's reaction is just classic Nan. Friends don't kiss like that, just states the obvious.
So Nan knows what's up.
Clearly. It seems like Nan, from the outside, can see the romance brewing, maybe even before Alice fully lets herself see it.
Yeah, but just as things seem to be heading somewhere, Charlie pulls back, doesn't he?
He does. That's a really significant hurdle. Despite everything, despite the kiss, he insists they should just stay friends.
Right. What's behind that?
We learn later it's because of his heart condition. He saw how his mom struggled after his dad died. His dad also had an undiagnosed heart issue, and Charlie's terrified of burdening Alice like that.
So he's trying to protect her by pushing her away.
Exactly. It's that kind of protective isolation, isn't it, where fear of vulnerability makes you push away the connection you actually need. It's really quite poignant.
And how does Alice react to that?
Well, she confronts him, calls him a fucking coward, actually, which is a huge moment for her. Really assertive.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah. But she also says, even then, that she values their friendship and doesn't want to lose him. So even in her anger, there's care. And her sticking around, even after that raw conversation, probably helps him eventually break down that wall.
It's a complex dance, isn't it? Vulnerability and affection.
Very much so.
And the real test, the big turning point for them, seems to be his surgery.
Yes, the open heart surgery. He tries to keep it from her, keep it quiet.
But she finds out.
She does. And she shows up. She goes to the hospital for him, which is just this massive demonstration of her commitment, her care, no questions asked, just being there.
That's powerful. And then there's something with photos.
Yes, it's a beautiful moment. Alice gives Charlie this envelope. Inside are 7 photos she took.
Okay.
6 are just of him looking right at her, right at the camera. The 7th is a self-portrait of the 2 of them together on the dock at the cottage.
Oh.
And it's looking at these photos that finally lets Charlie articulate everything. He says something like, "I saw a man who couldn't keep his eyes off you." He goes on, "A man who finally found the kind of person he always wanted for himself. A best friend. A smartass. A brilliant, talented, caring woman who deserves so much more than me."
Yeah, it's incredibly vulnerable.
It really is. And then he just says it plainly, "I love you, Alice Everly." It's like the photos gave him the courage or the perspective to finally say the words. A huge emotional breakthrough.
Allowing himself to be seen, literally and figuratively.
Precisely. Embracing the love he actually wants instead of pushing it away out of fear.
So that summer changes everything for them personally. But what about professionally? How does Alice take all this back to her life in the city?
Well, the impact is huge there, too. She makes some major changes in her career, a real recalibration.
Like what?
She actually scales back her client list quite a bit. She politely turns down more work from Swish magazine, that symbolic compromise.
Good for her.
Yeah. And she makes this conscious choice to only work with people she genuinely enjoys working with. It's like she's decided her energy and her art are too valuable to waste on draining or compromising situations.
So she's moving away from being a people pleaser.
Exactly. She's becoming a truly authentic artist, realizing her worth isn't tied to pleasing everyone or ticking boxes. It's about her own internal compass now.
And does she start creating different kinds of work?
Yes. She starts making her own art again. There's this wonderful photo of Nan laughing a moment. Charlie actually helped capture by making Nan laugh.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then, most significantly, for her solo exhibition, she creates a naked self-portrait.
Wow. That takes courage.
Immense courage. And the statement accompanying it says something like, "It's one of the most terrifying things we all do, allow people to see us without all our protective layers."
That perfectly captures her journey, doesn't it?
It really does. Embracing vulnerability, not just in life, but making it central to her art. That's profound growth.
And it's not just Alice who changes paths, right? Charlie does too.
Yes, Charlie makes a big shift as well. He leaves his finance job.
Really? What does he do instead?
He becomes the CFO for a foundation that raises money for heart disease research.
Oh, wow. So he aligns his work with his own personal experience.
Exactly. Finding purpose, making his professional life authentic to his personal journey, too. It shows how finding yourself in one area can ripple outwards.
And the family stuff finds a balance, too. Nan.
Yeah, Nan finishes her recovery. She's doing great. She even reconciles with an old flame, John Kalinsky, and she gives Alice this great piece of wisdom. Knowledge is most valuable when understood and applied.
That's good advice. Application is key.
Right. And Alice also seems to gain a new understanding of her own mother, who's also seeking a sort of new beginning, and sees how family support can flow both ways.
So how does it all kind of culminate? Where do we leave them?
Well, the story ends about a year later at Alice's solo exhibition. Her new authentic work is on display.
Including the self-portrait?
Including the self-portrait. And guess what else is hanging there prominently?
Let me guess. One Golden Summer.
You got it. Her original defining photo, right alongside her new work, past and present integrated.
That's perfect. And Charlie.
Charlie's there, of course, and at one point he just mouths, "I love you," to her across the room. It feels like everything has come full circle, ending in this sort of golden glow, reflecting that original photo's title, but with deeper meaning now.
Wow. So this deep dive, it really shows how deliberately stepping into discomfort, exploring yourself, being open to unexpected people.
Yeah, and having the courage to be vulnerable. It can lead to finding real authenticity in your life, in your work, in your relationships.
Alice learns that the best version of herself wasn't some polished image.
No, it was just her. Unvarnished, real. That's the gold.
So Alice Everly's summer, definitely not quiet in the end.
Not at all.
It was this huge journey into herself, wasn't it? Kicked off by a bucket list, rooted in memory, and really fueled by that surprising connection with Charlie.
Yeah, she found her voice again, her art, found love.
And her story, I think, it reminds all of us that those big aha moments, those transformations, they can really pop up in the most unexpected ways.
Uh-huh. Often when we just dare to drop the mask a bit, be ourselves.
Exactly. Be our authentic selves.
Yeah.
So maybe the question we leave you with to think about is this. What seemingly small act, maybe even something that feels a bit selfish, what act of self-discovery could lead to your next golden summer? What might help you step out of whatever shadows you're in and just be yourself?